All right. So in my last video, I read an essay that's kind of in the middle of my book, and I figured if I'm going to keep doing this, I should probably do it chronologically. And so today I'm going to read just a short introduction to the book. It's just a few minutes. All right. I take a ragged breath, curling around my damp pillow and pulling the blankets up over my head. Hypothesis. Maybe if I pay close enough attention to how every little part of my body feels, I can forget the reasons why everything hurts in the first place. I focus on the steady drumbeat inside my skull and the dull ache in my chest, and I entertain the possibility that my heart isn't really a pump at all, but some kind of meat grinder that's slowly, inexorably chewing up the rest of me. I turn my attention to my face, which feels as though it's been swapped out for a giant wrung-out sponge. I've been told more than once that I've got a highly scientific, empirical mind, and right now the front of my head feels decidedly more sponge than face-like. I can't just dismiss solid empirical evidence when it's right in front of my sponge like that, so here we are. If anything, my heart seems to be grinding up my insides even more enthusiastically than before. My hypothesis, it seems, is invalid. It's just... why, out of all the billions of people out there, did I have to be this one? No one else in school has cancer. No one else is even aware of the rejection and alienation that stem from such a diagnosis. If it was just a matter of symptoms or the side effects of my meds, that would be one thing. But then there's the awkward guilt everyone else feels around me, because they get to be normal, and they run from that guilt so fast that sometimes I wonder if I actually have a superpower. The ability to make oneself invisible at will is one of the most fantasized about powers of all time. My knack for making everybody else vanish might just be as close to that power as it gets in real life. Possible superpowers aside, cancer and school drama are both quite enough to deal with, thank you very much. A shriek and the tinkling of glass hitting a wall downstairs makes me jump. I find myself, for the first time, in the privileged position of hearing what my parents really think because they believe I'm not home. Listening to them screaming at each other right now, I'm getting actual confirmation of what I've long suspected, that my very existence has ruined their marriage, plunged them hopelessly into debt, and made Mom suicidal. Even though none of this is really surprise, it's still a bit much. Nobody could be expected to cope with all this, could they? Maybe I should offer to go with Mom, off into the sunset, Thelma and Louise style, put us both out of our misery and save everyone else the hassle of dealing with us. Searing pain screeches through my skull, a symptom of the tumor, of course. A faraway voice calls out to me in a sing-song tone, yet another common symptom, as my little mutant friend is nestled in just the right part of my head to regularly stimulate auditory hallucinations. Normally, I do my best to block the voices out. Right now, though, I'll take any distraction I can get. So I listen. The words, far away and garbled at first, gradually come into sharp focus. I know you want meaning to shine over you. We all do. But everything has a source, and this is your curse. Meaning radiates out from you like sunlight. It's why you've never felt grace. If the sun looked or reached outward, it would find only darkness and cold. The truth is, my sweet child, you are the only thing that shines, and you must burn so very bright if we're to survive what's coming.